Alright, we're finally outside and this looks amazing. I'm not even gonna lie, this looks ridiculously beautiful. If you look at the water, the mist, the mountains, the sun, the glare, the butterflies, this looks absolutely astonishing. Okay, so what I did now is my card's currently a little bit undervolt. I'm going to put it back to default just so we can see it's currently running at 56 degrees Celsius with a core clock of 2890, 2900 while only drawing 400 watts. I reduced my power limit to about 67% and I overclocked the GPU with about 100 megahertz. Again, I'm running this on a Gigabyte Aorus Master 5090 and a 950X3D AMD CPU. My resolution is 3440 by 1440. DLS is off, but all ray tracing is on. This looks absolutely beautiful. My frame rate currently is sitting about 69. I just quickly want to do a test, a final test, just to put the card back on default. As you can see, my card's currently only pulling 400 watts with 1000 RPM on the fans, and it's only 58 degrees Celsius. This Gigabyte card is really amazing. It's really a wonderful performing card. Okay, let's quickly see what happens when I put it back to default. Okay, so you can see my power target is only 67% with 100 megahertz overclock. I'm putting it back on default. Okay, so we're back pulling what 465 watts. Currently at 71, 73 FPS. Let's quickly run through my settings again. Like you can see, it's a window mode borderless, 3440 by 1440. Motion blur is off. Screen space reflections are on. Quality levels on ultra. We have Lumens hardware ray tracing is on. Anti-aliasing is on TSR with upscaling technologies to off. I'm very intrigued to see what's going to happen when we put it on DLSS. DLSS mode quality. No DLSS sharpening. Also frame gen is off. Let's apply it and see what's happening. Yeah, this is a significant boost, so let's see how it runs. But first I want to default just before we do this test. Like you can see here, this scene here, this is about a 10 FPS uplift. A little bit more. We were at 71, now we're 94, so yeah, it's a proper 23 FPS uplift. See, there's a few bad guys over there and a few creatures which we're going to kill. There's a little bit of ghosting, I can see in the distance. Also there you can see a little bit of ghosting with the shadow. Let's see on the butterflies if there's ghosting. None that I can see. Here's a little bit of ghosting with the blue butterfly. I don't know if you'll be able to see it on the capturing. But yeah, let's have a look. Almost 100 FPS. This looks amazing. Okay, where's my red arrow? Apparently we need to go there. This field really looks good. Look at these flowers. No man, this looks, the game absolutely is well done it. Okay, but for the first testing, I just quickly want to turn off the DLSS again, just to get a proper feel of how it will feel without any upscaling. Upscaling technology is off. Apply. Right, so we're dropping now from 105 FPS to about 83. GPU utilization is at 97. The GPU is boosting to 2947 with, well, the GPU is at 59 degrees Celsius, drawing 450 watts. just for experimental purposes, I'm going to do a slight OC on the card and see what we get in a static frame rate. So I just want to wait for the frame rate to stabilize. It looks like we get about a 72 FPS. The GPU is boosting here to 2947, 2955, it jumps a little bit. And we're sitting at 480 watts at 62 degrees Celsius with my fans on an auto fan curve of 1228 RPM. Card's very quiet. Let's do a quick little bit of OC. Let's push the memory up to, and I know we can get about 250 safely on this card. So it's a okay. So I'm putting 252 megahertz additional on the GPU core and 3000 megahertz on the RAM, and let's see what it does. Okay, now the card is pulling now 505 watts. We're getting now 77 FPS, 78 FPS. The card temperature is going up a little bit to 63 degrees Celsius. It's boosting to 3157. And the fans of the card also ramped up a little bit. It's now sitting at 1300 RPM. The card is still, it's still a nice 78 degrees or 78 FPS. So there's a significant uplift in this screen. I want to leave this and I just want to undervolt it with my 100 megahertz overclock and see. Yeah, so it seems to be stable at 3165 megahertz, 64 degrees Celsius, with my FPS currently sitting at 78 FPS. Okay, so I'm going to put it back onto default, just reduce my power target and overclock this on 100 megahertz. Apply, and let's see what it does. Okay, so the core dropped from 3100 to about 2820. The temperature automatically dropped. We're now already sitting at 59C with my fans still spinning at 1320, and we're down about 6 FPS because we're sitting now at 71. Also the wattage, we're using 100 watts less with this 16 pin power connectors from NVIDIA. I feel much safer running it at this settings, although there's a little bit of a heat that I'm taking on, that's almost 10% heat. I rather prefer taking the 10% heat when burning the connector. So I'm going to re-enable DLSS in a little while. I just want to run with it a little bit on native just to see is there any glitching, is there anything that's happening. Let's enter the city and see how it does work. Yeah, apparently this guy's overweight like I am because he's getting tired very quickly. My overall feel from the RTX 5090s, the drivers was quite a big issue. Like I see today, I haven't had any black screens, but in the past I had a bunch of black screens issues. I updated today to the latest driver, that's today's the 5th of May. It looks better. After watching a Game and Nexus video, I decided I'm going to try and update it, but let's see. In town I get about a stable 86, 80 FPS. Looks good.
I'm listening.
I'm gonna, for one last time, quickly enable DLSS on a stable
war veteran.
Just when the character is standing still, so that we can do a comparison. Okay, so yeah, I'm standing in the sunlight. It's about 80 FPS. My GPU is currently sitting at only 55 degrees Celsius, boosting 2930 while only consuming 380 watts. The fan curve of the fans also ramped down, and it's only sitting now at 1000 RPM. This Gigabyte card is really impressive. I can't tell you how much I like this card. I was between that and the Astral, and I'm very glad I didn't go for the Astral. I'm glad I went for the Gigabyte card. Okay, so DLSS is quality. I wonder if this is DLSS 4 or not. But let's see. Okay. Yeah, we're up to about 104 FPS. Yeah, the power usage dropped significantly. We are now at 312, 390 watts.
Well met.
And the GPU temperature also dropped significantly to 52 degrees Celsius, while it's boosting a bit higher to 3052. This is amazing. You can also see on the CPU utilization on the 9950 X3D is up to about 24%. Yes, yeah, this is a nice improvement. Card's running quieter, it's running colder, drawing less power, and image quality is amazing. Alright, everybody, thank you for watching. I'm going to stop my video here. I hope you enjoyed this quick look at Oblivion, the remastered Oblivion on
How goes it?
a 5090. And I must say, the game's more taxing than I anticipated, but it looks amazing. Alright, everybody, enjoy your evening. Bye bye.